Yeah.
Same.
I want to. Did you guys watch that thing with the thingies inside the girl's head?
Yeah, inside out.
Okay, guys, so we're going to start now. So nice and quiet, please. All right, if you start speaking when you shouldn't, it's all going to be recorded and parents can see how annoying you can be. Okay? Right, okay. So, welcome to those of you at home. I think there was at least 4 of you. I am recording this so that you can obviously watch it back on Teams. Please be quiet. Thank you very much. Again, for the benefit of you at home, I noticed that on Teams the videos expire after a few days. So do remember, if you're at home, that I'm copying the videos across onto YouTube. So if you go onto my YouTube channel, the videos are there forever. Okay? So if we stop doing that now, please, Angus. Now the lesson's got going, that would be super. Right. So today's lesson is on frequency trees. I just want you to be aware that that is different from probability trees, which we will do on another occasion. They do look quite similar. So can everybody in their books, please, whether you're at home or here, just title it up. So as you can see on probability, this is our 3rd lesson where we are looking at various different means of problem solving. Okay, you'll see that we did the two-way tables two lessons ago. Okay, to help us solve problems. Remember the two-way tables? Then last lesson we did the Venn diagrams to help us solve problems. And today we will look at frequency tree diagrams, again, to help us solve problems. This should be quite a quick lesson, so I'm hoping, with a bit of luck, we might be able to go on and play some Kahoots at the end of the lesson. Just leave that.
We have to write frequency trees if it's also here.
If you don't want to. Right, okay, so let's just have a look at these. So those in class, you've got the worksheets. Okay, I did, hopefully those of you at home, you've also had an opportunity to run off the worksheet. I put it on Teams last night, and yes, so, but if not, don't worry, you can just copy the questions down as we go. So these are very sort of straightforward, and just with a bit of common sense, if you just read the information carefully, you won't need a lot of teaching to be able to understand these. So, if we can just look at the top left-hand one, is that the one that says 30 students, please? 30 students? Yeah. Don't need to be cutting out at the moment, please. You can do the cutting out when I say later on. So, we've just got to process this information, okay? I've provided you with the actual grids, but it may well be in a test you would have to just make your own grid, okay? So, we've obviously got 30 students were asked if they like coffee. So our starting point, so just watch this, you don't have to, you can be filling it in as you go if you want. So I provided the grid on, but you're obviously going to be copying. Yeah, sorry, I should have said that differently. I provided the grid on the board, excuse me, so you can basically copy the grid. What I'm saying is, obviously you won't necessarily have the benefit of being able to copy it another time. Okay, so what we're saying is, so if you just want to copy this one out, thanks for clarifying that, Grace, that we've got 30 students to start with. So can you just draw a bubble and put 30 in it? That's our starting point. Okay. Now, we're then going to break down the information. We are told that 20 of the students were girls. So we can just process that information, pop in a girls branch, and we're just processing the information. Of course, that is 20. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to colour code this, so with fluorescent pens. So that 30 was obviously that 30, and that 20 there was obviously that 20. Now, just as you go, just sort of complete the missing ones as you go down. On the sheet, please, Dan. On the sheet, please. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you feel you'd rather do it in your book, that's fine. But I think there should be enough room on the sheet. So clearly, I mean, you're only going to have girls or boys in your class. So if we've got 20 girls, pretty obvious how many boys are we going to have. Hands up, how many boys are we going to have? Yes, Henry? Yeah, so obviously that one we've worked out. So where we've worked it out ourselves, I'm just going to not highlight it. So I'm highlighting the ones where we've just processed the information in the question. and then I'm going to leave unhighlighted the ones we've had to work out. So let's process the next bit of information. We're talking about boys. 6 boys like coffee. So coming off from the boys number 10, can you go and process that 6 boys liked coffee? So that's obviously that one there. So again, just so it's clear when you look back, I'm going to color code that with my fluorescent pen. So 6 boys liking coffee is those 6 boys there. And obviously while you're there, you might as well fill in the gaps. I think this is one you might as well do as you go to some degree. And Douglas was just saying it. We've got 10 boys, 6 like coffee, so clearly 4 don't like coffee. 10 take away 6 is 4. Okay, let's go back to the information that we're given. We're told that 12 girls did not like coffee. Okay, 12 girls don't like coffee. So obviously that's the don't like coffee number. That's that 12. So that 12 has come from the question. Okay, and then obviously just by balancing items, if we've got 20 girls, 12 of which don't like coffee, then clearly how many girls do like coffee is obviously 20, take away 12, which is 8. So what I want you all to do, please, is just to go and complete the other 3 frequency trees. Once we have completed them, we might go back and use them to answer some questions which I will make up, some probability questions. But I want to make sure you get lots of practice of actually completing the trees. So that's the main part of the lesson. But just don't doodle in any gaps you've got. We may well go back and try and use the space that's left. So obviously draw your frequency trees in the spaces provided on the worksheet. But if you've got some space around them, that will be excellent, because we might revisit them and do some questions. We might start using those frequency trees. Okay, so I'm just going to I'm going to leave the video recording because I might forget to switch it back on. But at home, don't think that you've suddenly muted because I'm not talking. I am going to go silent for a bit. I'm just going to switch on my other computer and take the register now. Okay, so if you get on with those now, that would be super. Yes, Flo. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it does work. You're just going to have to try and figure it out. That is the trickier one, Flo. We will go through it on the board in a bit. Well, just give it your best shot. You're just going to have to try and problem solve. Yes, Henry. Good. Well done. All right. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's just keep it nice and quiet, please. The third one is, the last one is a bit trickier. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just give everyone a chance to think, please.
Such a struggle.
I'm not planning on doing so, Cecily. Yeah. I think because the preps are all on Dr. Cross, Cecily, I'm comfortable that I'm keeping up to date with keeping an eye on your preps. I'm probably going to keep the green books not for a little while, I think. So I know you all take lovely notes. It's the preps as the keep. Henry, come on, don't talk when I'm talking. Thank you. Okay, Henry, I know you're done, but just give everyone else a chance just to work in and gather their thoughts, please. You done?
But I'm not looking yet.
Oh, so you haven't finished it?
No, but I finished
You
this
finished
one.
that particular one. Okay. And did you manage to progress that last one, Flo? You were a bit stuck in that one.
No, I didn't.
Okay, not to worry. It is a trickier one. We will work through it when everybody's had a chance to give it some thought. Angus, please keep going. So, can I, just so I can judge how we're going, who else is okay? Got one left. Poppy, how are you doing? Couple, I can see actually you've got one and a bit left. Dan, how are you getting on? One and a bit left. One and a bit left. Lucy, you're done. Cecily, okay. Lucy and Cecily, as you're sitting next to each other, have you just compared your answers? Just in case you don't agree. So I want to give everyone a chance to. Which one was the tricky one, Flo? Was it the bottom right one? Or bottom right? Okay. Well, if you think the bottom right one is easy, I think you may have made a mistake.
Well, I don't think it's easy, but it's just easy.
It's easy. This is true.
I find that quite offensive. I know.
Focus. Remember, you're right at the front. Everything you say is getting recorded.
That's it. Hola. Hola, Viñón.
Okay, keep going, guys. Flo, why don't you just give that final one a bit more thought? Just see if you can crack it.
Finished the last one, so.
I think the light bulb moment is happening for Flo.
Yeah, I can get bought in. I didn't want to. What? This has been that long.
Have I?
Look, it's really stupid. And I'm really stupid.
You haven't done it. Ooh, where's the other bit? Where's the other? No, that was the other. No, because school didn't.
Are you meant to rely and write other?
Yes.
I didn't know
Is
that
that
this time.
We'll see. We'll see. I want you all to try and figure it. Henry.
Well, no, because I'm still on the Obviously. This silly thing you are, isn't it? I'm actually so clever right now.
Oh, you're there. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Give me, wait. It's so good because now, and then what did you get for the 38 one? You got the 19, yeah. 5, yeah.
I didn't get downloads for that.
Well, no, just make sure you agree. Don't just copy it.
Oh, I'm not.
Yes, come on. You've got to make sure you can do it. Okay, it's 9:37. I think let's give it 2 minutes, and then we're going to have a look at these. So, who's finished? Henry, Cecily, Flo, Lucy. Okay.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that I got it all right.
Have you done everything? Yeah. So we start. Me and you did the same amount of everything.
Okay, good. So, right, can we quiet, please? Thank you. So you three agreed to your answers. The two girls at the back have agreed. Grace is finished, or was it Poppy finished? I forget. Both finished, okay. Flo, you've given it your best shot. Do you think you might have cracked that last one? No, okay. Dan, how you doing? Okay, cool. Is that the last one? Okay, cool. Charlotte? I think you're done. Okay. Right, so it's 9:38. Let's give it 1 more minute. Voice. Come on. Okay. I think we will start going through these now. So can we just have quiet while we go through them? That's all right. Everybody ready for us to go through them? So we'll just do that when it's nice and quiet.
I think I've got it all right. You think?
Still waiting for quiet. A couple of you are just not listening. Thank you. Right, okay. So the second one I did was the 56 student one to start. So let's just check this. We've got 56 students. We're told that 20 are boys, so obviously 36, sorry, are girls.
Right, yeah.
We're told that 13 boys did not watch tennis, so boys didn't watch tennis. So obviously did watch tennis must be the 7. And then 17 girls watched tennis, so they did watch tennis, so it must be 19 that didn't. So another nice straightforward one. Just getting used to the idea of how they work. You're filling in the gaps from the information. Next one. No, it doesn't matter the order. Right, okay, so let's just process the information and we can see where we've got it gone right or gone wrong. Okay, so we've got 85 students. Angus, can you stop it? Thank you. Right, so 85 students, 47 were female. So because the female information popped up first, that's the first branch I did. So 85 take away 47 gives us the 38 males. Now we're told 5 boys had a packed lunch. So go down the boys one and the packed lunch, there's your 5. Okay, then I'm just going to carry on processing the information. 21 girls had a school dinner. So girls, school dinner, there's your 21. And then 13 girls had other. Okay, so there's that 13 there. Okay, so clearly from the information we've got, you can see there are 3 options. They either have a packed lunch, they have a school dinner, or they have an other. So clearly, to fill in the gaps here, we've got, I'm going to come back to that 40 in a minute. So what I can go and do, I can fill in that packed lunch there. That's obviously going to be the balancing item. These 3 have to add up to 47. So 47, take away 13, take away 21, gives me that 13. Okay, and again, let's just fill in the ones I can. Now, as things stand, until I process that last bit of information, I can't do these. But I am told that 40 pupils had a school dinner in total. Well, there's 21 of them. 21 girls had a school dinner. 40 had a school dinner in total. So the boys having a school dinner must be 40 take away 21, which is 19. Good. Not so good.
How?
Yeah. How? Well, what you've done now, I see what you've done.
54.
I see what you've done. You've just assumed, Grace, that no girls had other. Okay. Okay. So, but it's clear. You've got to. If you put down 33 there, how many people have you got having school dinners? Grace, you've got 33 at 21, which is 54. That's not consistent with the information. You haven't processed that. Yeah, well, you just got to go back and process the information. Obviously, now that we've got 2 out of 3 branches, we work out this other by doing 38. Take away these 2 bubbles, giving us that.
How many people did have
40. Well, we're told that 40. The male there. Oh, you can't see it. Exactly. The other for boys, guys. Other for boys. I can't see it either. 19 and 5 is 24, 14, yes. Okay, let's have a look at the last. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to really so let's process it and then fill in the gaps. So 80 students altogether, and we're told that 47 of them are female. So obviously male is 80, take away 47, which is 33. So 18 girls studied biology. So let's go down girls biology, there's our 18. 19 boys physics. So boys physics, there's your 19. Now, we're told altogether 33 students studied physics. Well, there's the boys who studied physics, okay, which is 19. 33 studied it in total. So girls studying physics must be 33. Take away the 19, which is that 14. Now, because we've got 2 out of 3, 14. Did I say 19?
No,
No.
I got it.
Oh, dear. Do you see where you went wrong, Grace?
No.
Well, look, physics in total is 33.
Yeah.
Boy physics is 19.
No, I got 7.
Well, read the question. It's the question says 19 boys study physics. Okay, so now that we've got 2 out of 3 here, we can fill in the chemistry by doing 47, take away 18, take away 14, which is 15. Now we're told 21 pupils study chemistry. Well, there's 15 of them. 15 girls study chemistry, 21 pupils in total, so that's got to be 21, take away 15, which is 6. And then obviously to work out the only missing one now, you do 33, take away these 2 bubbles to give you 8. Well, you've got to read the question.
So I got every single question correct.
Okay, right, we're now going to, not yet, no, if you remember what I said, Grace, once we'd actually done all of the frequency trees, that would only ever be part of the question. The question's then going to get you to use it. So let's just go back to the one where we had this one. This is the 80 Year 12 students, so that's one we've just done. And let's just answer those questions there. So what I want you to do, okay, I want you to, whether you're at home or in school, I want you to just squeeze onto the worksheet somewhere this subtitle conditional probabilities. Well, you can do it in, if you haven't got any much room, then you're going to have to do it in your book, yeah. But obviously, the closer you can get it to that frequency tree, the better. So please, can you all copy out the subtitle conditional probabilities? I don't mind if you can squeeze it onto the sheets, that's great. If you'd rather write it in your orange book, that's fine. Just copy it down and we'll do these together. Yes, but to answer your question, because it's a good question, Douglas, probabilities always go down the fractions route if you're given the option. If the question gives you the choice, fractions are best. If the question has already got lots of decimals in it, probably stay as decimals. But if it's your choice, go down the fractions route. Okay? So, what we're saying here is we are going to choose one student at random from that information above, and we've got to work out the probability that if we choose a student at random, we get a female chemist. So can you write down question number 1 is to copy down the question, because this isn't on your worksheet. Can you, so you've written down the title, conditional probabilities. Question number 1, can you go and work out the probability we've just picked from all the kids in year 12, and what's the chances I pick a female chemist? You don't have to simplify the fractions, it's just, I know you've got your hand up, Henry, but let's just give everyone a chance to think about it. Okay, so looking at the information, we're picking a student at random. What's the chances I pick a female chemist? So have a think. So what out of what? Hands up if you think you know.
Yep.
Grace, what do you think? Very good.
Yep.
So we're picking a female chemist. So first of all, think about who you're picking from. This question makes it really clear you're picking from the whole of the year group. We've got 80 kids in the year group. So our denominator, the number on the bottom, is 80. And then like you've seen, you just look for the female chemists. We've clearly got 15 of those, so it's 15 out of 80. Now we could simplify that, we're not going to, but while we're here, what would I divide top and bottom by to simplify that? Yeah, thank you, folk. Okay, now, not yet, Henry, I want to give everyone a chance to think. For the second question, notice we're only choosing from the females. So you've got to picture, you get all the females in year 12 into one room, and from those, you're picking a female chemist. That's what's called a conditional probability, okay? You're not picking from the whole of the year group. So you've got to be very careful you get your denominator correct here. What's the denominator, Henry? No. But what does it mean? Sorry, I didn't make it clear. What does denominator mean?
The bottom.
Bottom fraction. Good. You're right, everything you said, Henry. You just weren't quite answering the question I was asking. So, I'll let Henry take this one. So, we're choosing from the females. How many females have we got, Henry? Good, there's your 47. So that's our denominator. And then we're still choosing a female chemist from those. So the numerator is still 15. Okay, so, and then again, no calling out. I want everyone to have a chance to think. So copy out that third question. Make sure you're copying out the question and putting the answer down. Okay, I don't need people calling out and telling me that. Thank you. So to give everyone to copy out the question. So we're now choosing from the female physicists or the female chemists. So imagine you go and get all the female physicists or female chemists into a room, and then you go and choose a female chemist. What would be the probability that you pick from? So the probability of picking a female chemist if we choose from only the female physicists or the female chemists. So if I were you, go and get your denominator right to start with. Get the number on the bottom right. So just go and establish how many you're choosing from. How many have you picked from? And then your numerator is obviously how many female chemists you've got. Okay, Douglas, you think you know this one. So what do you think my denominator is? Good. Very good. So what Douglas has said is we're choosing from the female physicists and chemists. They are the only people we are picking from. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yes, you can. You can go to the bottom. So, yeah. Okay, so we're picking from 29. Okay, and again, the numerator again, Douglas, because we're still then trying to choose a female chemist. The numerator is what? Lovely, super. Okay, so 15 out of 29. So well done, everyone. So I think my final slide was just the worksheet. So I'm just going to pop that. I'm just going to leave that dangling. If there's somebody at home who wanted to just check they've copied out the questions. I know I said we would try and do some Kahoot, but it's 9:52. I think by the time you've stuck everything into your book and everything, and that, Henry, it's not, by the time we all log on and all that, it's just not worth it. So we'll do that another time. So please can everyone, well, whether you're at home or or in the classroom, can you just cut out your sheets and get them nicely stuck into your book? We might as well take this opportunity, if there's anything else that you need to stick into your books, to get that all done. Well, that's okay, it's your choice, Can we make sure then any scraps of paper end up in the bin? I'm going to say goodbye to our friends at home. I hope you're all keeping well. We're all looking forward to you coming back. If you guys at home have got any questions, do just message me on Teams and I will get back to you. And just to remind you, this recording automatically uploads to Teams, but I will, when I get a chance today, I will also upload it onto the YouTube. Okay, so cheers guys. I'm going to just try and remember how I go about stopping the recording. Hang on, not yet guys, let's just try and get that to... Right, so then I go there, and then I... Right, You guys, please, can you just not start talking? I just want to just wait for this to kick in. More options. I pressed it. Let's just see. Oh, look who we got. We've got Gabriella, Kitty, Laura, Phoebe, Ralph, and Sophie. All that's great. I'm just trying to action stopping the recording. It's being a bit slow. Just want to. Don't know if you've ever found this. If you've been doing Teams, you press the button and it's such a lag. You can't be sure whether it's recognised it or not. Shall I press it again?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Finally. Stop recording. So goodbye, everyone at home. This should stop recording in a second. Stop recording.